What's up, guys? We're back! Yeah! Let's talk about the black sheep over here, you know, the LS. Today, day 7, we have oil pump gonna put on. And then we're probably gonna take a small break. I don't want to, but we're probably gonna take a small break. I have to get some more parts. This is a budget build, so some things we're not just gonna get online and blow money. So we're gonna have to go down to pull apart and pull some of these stuff. So, like I said, today we're going to do our oil pump, put it on. I still do the bottom end as far as the oil pan, the pickup, and whatever else goes on the bottom end. Hell, I don't know. But other than that, the top end, as far as the cylinder heads and whatnot, the heads themselves, we need to replace the springs in those. We haven't ordered those yet. We need to do that soon. But for now, like I said, today, oil pump only. Boom. So, what I want to get to also on top of that is I want to do a cost breakdown so far, what I've spent, and kind of give you what I want to be at roughly once this is all said and done with. So, let's just jump to it right now, guys. Let's go ahead and start putting our oil pump on. Let's just get done with that so I can talk about the good stuff. Money. All right, let's talk about these oil pumps right here. This is the original oil pump that was on that block. I went ahead and spent a little bit of money, say a little bit. I've got this is a mailing, I don't know how you say exactly. This is their oil pump. As you can see, spin them around, make it look right. Same oil pump. Looks like a little bit different design as far as the front cover where the rings are. The ring is inside there, the gear. But yeah, that's what we're going to use. Nothing too fancy. I don't know. Is there anything fancy about that? Nothing. Alright, so what I like to do, usually when I tear these down, I like to keep all the bolts and put them right back in to where they come out at. Makes that a lot easier for me. When I go ahead and mount this on there, it makes it a lot easier for me just to take the bolts out, slide this in place, put the 4 bolts back into place. Very, very simple. Find it a lot easier to do than, you know, a lot of people take them in box and this and that. I don't. Makes it a lot easier, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull the 4 bolts out, slide this up on there, and then go ahead and put the bolts on and figure out what the torque specs are, if there are any for this, or if they just need to be really, really tight. So, let's get it done. Alright, so this gears on here, this has to sit on there a certain way. It fits over the grooves on this gear here, so go ahead and slide it up on there. Just turn a little bit here and there, but shouldn't be nothing to get it to line up correctly. Oh, there we go, perfect. Alright, so the last thing I'm going to go ahead and do, while I got it right now, I'm going to go ahead and flip the block over. I'm going to put the, whatever the little pan is that keeps the oil from splashing up on the bottom of the crank. I'm going to put that little pan on real quick. That'll be the last thing I do tonight. Then we'll go over our budget. Alright, this is the little pan that I'm talking about. I don't know if it's called a slosh pan or what, but basically it's used to kind of stop the oil from sloshing all over the bottom of the crank itself. So it kind of goes on there. So the bottom of the crank itself has all the main rods and whatnot. The studs have, where they bolt down, they still have threads on those. And those are for the bolts that go on top to hold this down. I end up keeping everything labeled and whatnot, so I know where they go exactly. So gonna go ahead and start putting these on one by one. So before we do that, we're gonna go ahead and replace this the gasket on this oil pickup right here. So that way we can put all this on at one time. All we have to do is the oil pan after that, but we'll do that real quick. So with the new oil pump and whatnot, it comes with a new ring. It's a green ring that you actually use for the one that I have. If you have a red ring on your pickup, it says use the green ring that comes in the box. So we're gonna put the green ring on. We'll go ahead and line this up, put this in place. Go ahead and stab it and bolt it into place. Alright, so oil pump's on, bottom end's off, put on everything but the oil pan is left. I still have to tighten up the back cover on this block too. That's about all we can do today, guys, but it's fun. I'm having fun, I'm not gonna lie. Very interesting, new to all this. A lot of you guys probably have a lot more knowledge than I do about this. This is a big time learning thing for me, so, but it's definitely fun. I like doing this. The whole engine thing, putting them all together, taking them apart. I like doing it, it's fun. Now I think the part you guys have been waiting on, probably. So, I got a cost breakdown here. I'm gonna go down and tell you what I bought, why I bought it, and how much it costs, give you a total where I'm at so far. So to start off first, we're gonna start off with our engine. Our engine cost us $300. I bought it used, had 200,000 miles on it, did not come with any accessories. It was just basically the block, a couple sensors, you know, didn't have any accessories, no AC, no brackets, AC, alternator, nothing. So just the block, 300 bucks. I replaced all the bearings, the main bearings, the rod bearings, cost me 50 bucks for the bearings. They are King bearings. All this stuff I bought off eBay. Rings, decided to go with new rings. I didn't want to use the old rings and we gapped them. So new rings, Mahle, M-A-H-L-E, Mahle rings were $53. Cam, LS9 cam, we went with the LS9 cam because LS9 is a supercharged 6.2 if I'm not mistaken. So budget cam, decided to use that, 150 bucks compared to buying a $400 cam. We're trying to keep costs down, so cam 150. Oil pump, just put the oil pump on. New oil pump from Mealing, M-E-L-L-I-N-G, Mealing was 60 bucks. Timing chain, so when you run this cam, you have to run a certain timing chain that the newer motors I think actually have. 3-bolt. It has some kind of different design in front of the timing gear for the camshaft sensor, if I'm not mistaken. So you have to buy this type of timing chain gear for that. So the gear with the timing chain set was $73. I had to buy a piston ring filer because I did not have a way to grind down the piston rings. I reached out to see if I can borrow one. If you have one already, they can save you money on that. I did not, so it cost me 60 bucks for that I'm only going to use once. Kind of sucks. Lower gasket set, everything for the oil pan, timing chain, the back plate, all those gaskets cost me $38, and then a ball hone. Had to hone all the cylinders, so a ball hone cost me $42. Everything I said was bought off of eBay. So, and then I spent probably about 20 bucks on some scuffing pads and some 1000 grit wet dry sandpaper when I was doing the when I was cleaning up, buffing the journals on the crank itself. So grand total, I'm at 846 bucks right now. I feel like the block will be probably complete, probably with about $200 more, maybe a little bit more. So we're probably looking at about 1100 bucks total for a block that could easily put out at the rear crank, you know, 375 to 400 horsepower probably with what we're going with. using the stock 706 heads of higher compression. So I'm excited. That's all I have to say. That's our build. Probably within the next couple weeks or so, we'll order a few more parts. I have to, like I said, I'm going to go to pull apart to get some stuff used as far as brackets, intake, the timing chain cover for the front. So there's a different timing chain cover. You will have to swap that out, one with the sensor in the front. There's a few other things I can't think of off the top of my head, but hopefully we'll get that soon. We'll probably, oh yeah, we're gonna get a wiring harness also, and try and get the computers from the junkyard also too. So I'm hoping to spend 100, 150 bucks at the junkyard total to get quite a handful of things that I'm gonna need. And then, like I said, springs. I got to replace the springs inside the heads themselves. Probably gonna have to buy the tool for that. That'll probably be more too. And then once we finally decide to get in the truck and whatnot, I'm gonna have to replace the radiator, the fuel pump. We'll have to run lines back to the gas tank, if not replace the gas tanks. Our hands full, but I'm excited. So, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. If you like what you guys see, man, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, leave me a comment. I will get back to you. Like I said, this is a learning experience for myself. Hopefully this helps you guys out too. If you guys see something wrong, let me know. You know, I'm not gonna bust your chops. If you busted my chops, it's all cool. I know I'm not perfect. I'm not an engine builder. At the end of the day, I'm just having fun. If this thing blows up as soon as I crank it up, hey, it's all fun. So, till next time, guys. Peace out, and I'll see you next time. Oh yeah, one last thing before I let you guys go. I figured out the name for our build. We won't use eBay Turbo, whatever build like I was going with originally. I think we're gonna do, I catch a little name, Boost Springsteen. Instead of Bruce, Boost. New Boost, we're on Boost bigger springs. So Boost Springsteen it is. So we're gonna call this sucker. So hopefully it brings me joy like Bruce does.